Hey YouTube fans, this is Tychondrous here doing another action figure review, and this time it's for the final figure of the first wave of the Hiya Toys Predator line, which is the third figure in the wave, or the third of the three figures. I've been waiting for this guy for a while. I ordered him a while back and it took over a month and a bit for him to get here, so we've been waiting to do this review. I was hoping to do all three together at the same time, but this guy's taking the longest to get here, and it is Shadow Predator. Now, Shadow Predator is another one of the Lost Tribe from Predator 2. As you can see, the box kind of showcases that. It has the Predator 2 logo, name of the Predator on the top and on the bottom. Predator 2 logos on either side. A bit of copyright information on the back. Then images of the figure doing various poses, and then it's like a window box packaging, so you can see the figure inside the box. And on the bottom left hand corner you actually have a image of the actual Predator itself, just like on the other boxes. And so for accessory wise, I'll start off with the accessories. He comes with a combi stick just like the other Predators. It's done in a kind of a coppery bronze color. Now mine was a bit bent out of the packaging. It was warped in transit, so unfortunately the tip got a little bit bent out of shape. But he comes with two versions of it, the extended and the closed version. He comes with the base that the other Predators came with as well, so you can connect them all together. I've already gone and done and locked it in together. You get these kind of H pieces that kind of connect the two sides together and holds it in place. He comes with three sets of interchangeable hands. One pair is already on him when you get him, which are these closed fist hands, and then you can just pop them off at the peg and pop on the desired hand. So it comes with a pair of gripping hands for the spear and the spinal cord skull accessory. He has slightly open hands, which are designed for the smart disc or the Trojan disc, and then he has kind of outstretched hands, which kind of are like for the kind of gripping onto the skull or kind of inspecting the skulls and stuff like that. As I mentioned, he does come with a smart disc, which is a silver painted one compared to the kind of slightly bronzy ones that came with the previous two Predators. As you can see, City Hunter is just off to the side here. And he also comes with this unique skull, which is packed only with this guy. And again, he comes with the same skull and spinal cord accessory that the City Hunter came with as well. Technically, you can count this as an accessory as well, but it's attached to him in the packaging, which is this kind of trophy necklace. And his sculpt is different to the other Predators in the sense that he doesn't have the body armor that the other Predators have, which is an actual separate piece. So the body sculpt is the same, but the sculpted armor is different. He has this piece with a kind of kind of flocked shoulder guard, and he has the same flocking on his belt. He has a unique waist piece. If I bring in City Hunter has this kind of armor plating, whereas this is kind of like a little tabard on the front of this guy. The skirt pieces are different as well. You can see the armor piece going down the back of City Hunter's, whereas it's more of a loincloth type design for this guy. Now, I didn't have too much issue with paint stickage as I did with the previous figures, or the joints were stuck with the paint. The one arm that was stuck was up here on this shoulder joint, and it's the worst one to have gotten stuck with because I had to dip it into hot water. And if you come around to the back and see where the water has slightly damaged the flocking on the flock part, but he has all the same articulation points as the previous Predator, so the arms can rotate all the way around. On the ball joint can go out that much. Has that upper shoulder swivel, a single jointed elbow that can get about a little just under 90 degrees. Ball joint on the wrist, so the wrists can swivel around, have a little bit of hinge movement. Hinge at the diaphragm, nothing at the waist. forward and back on the legs, upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees, and then he has what looks like the same joint on the feet, but for some reason none of the Predators have been able to use that joint. You can swivel the foot around, but it doesn't look like the hinge wants to work too much, and I don't want to stress it in case it does break. Oh, and then he has the dual jointed neck as well. So he has a joint just at the base of the head and another one at the base of the neck. So he has the dual joints on the neck. Overall, he's a very nicely sculpted figure. I do recommend picking him up. Again, just like his other wave mates, he has a little trouble standing. So, for a quick comparison, I will, if I can get him to stand after moving his legs around, as I said, don't like to stand too much. Here he is with the only other version of this figure that I know of, which is the NECA 7-inch scale Shadow Predator. Now, I kind of wish they had done the same thing what NECA did with theirs, whereas this shoulder guard piece is sculpted on, and so is the kind of the fur on the belt is actually sculpted. It would have been a little bit nicer to have them done that way. Unfortunately, he doesn't have it. I think this is supposed to be around to the front, although it looks more like a butt piece than front piece. But I kind of wish they had done the sculpted fur part on him, because it wouldn't get damaged as much. He's very similar to the way that the vintage Master of the Universe Panther and Moss Man is done. So I think over time that stuff will just fall off or deflock itself. So here he is standing next to his wave mates. So you got City Hunter and Guardian Predator, and they look very nice. They do stack up quite nicely together. Again, here he is with Mr. Trusty Blue shirt. So you can see, if I just move his accessory tray table out of the way, put him side by side, you can see he does stand up a good bit over him. I do like the Sculpt the Head. This is the first figure that Hiya have done. Let me see if we can just get it, zoom in on it. Bear with me a moment. If my camera wants to focus on it, but I don't think so. I'm just going to kind of focus on everything on the background, I'd say. Bear with me a moment. Here we go. It does have a really nice face sculpt. This is the first Predator that Hiya Toys have done with the face sculpt. The only other figures to have a face sculpt previously were the Hot Toys figures, and they were all closed mounted except for the dying, which one was it? The dying Scar Predator. The rest of them all had closed mouths, so this is the first one with kind of an open mouth, and it looks really good. So all in all, it's a really good figure. I do recommend picking up this line and supporting it. They are planning to release a whole bunch more figures, including the Elder Predator, Lost Predator, and the Shaman. And then I think once they've released the rest of kind of the Lost Tribe Predators, I think they're going to do a Predator from Predator 1, and possibly they might do ones from the AVP line or the new 2018 movie that's in the works at the moment. So there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed this quick video review for the Shadow Predator and his cohorts. As I said, he's a really good figure. If you can pick him up, I do recommend picking him up. As I said, I haven't had as many issues with the joint sticking as I did with the previous two Predators, but then again, you know, it's the way they're made in the factory. Whatever way the paint dries kind of tends to stick to joints, so you need to do the boil and pop method just to try and loosen them up. So hope you enjoyed my video review, and as I say, my reviews, please feel free to like, comment and subscribe to my videos, and I'll try and reply to every comment that people make. Cheers, guys.